This is the exact framework that I use every single day to find the best pairs and the highest probability setups. It's called Cascade trading, and it is based on the premise of candle range theory. And all that means is that price has two options based on how higher time frame candles print. It can either accumulate, manipulate, and distribute to the opposing end of the accumulation candle range. That is classic AMD, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Or it can simply continue. So if we get a bearish candle, what are we expecting? Price to run lower. So if you compare or contrast those two things, all you get is very defined targets in the market that you can trade towards. I'm going to show you exactly how this works using NZDCAD. So this is the daily time frame, and we're not going to execute here. I'm just going to show you how to start building your Cascade target stack. So this is the 12-month time frame. What are we seeing here? Has there been fresh manipulation? No. We see the daily time frame with the 12-month candle printing behind our daily execution time frame. And what is it doing? It's just simply trading lower. We get this inside bar, then we get this candle that printed below the previous candle. So when this candle prints, what is the only target set for the 12-month time frame? It is just simply continuations, because this is not a manipulation candle, it's a bearish close. So we're at least expecting price to trade to the low, to manipulate its previous range, or just run lower. So that's the only 12-month target that exists in the market from a Cascade trading perspective. Now let's look at the 6-month time frame. So if we drop to the 6-month time frame, what do we see? So you've got something quite interesting happening. We have this candle that ran above the previous range here. So it raided the external range liquidity at the high of this 12-month candle. It then closed below its previous candle. So now we're expecting what? Lower prices, which is exactly what happens. Price runs lower, but it closes inside. So this actually creates conflict in the higher time frame stack, because we get a new 6-month target set right here, because we had accumulation, price running into the previous low right here, and closing where? Inside the previous candle range. So right here we're looking for accumulation, manipulation, and distribution to the opposing end of the range. But this is in conflict with what the 12-month time frame is saying. The 12-month is saying no, we're going lower. So we don't stop here, we just have conflict. We need to drop down our time frames to start stacking targets and see what is most likely going to happen for the pair. So let's drop to the 3-month time frame and see what the most recent behavior is. Okay, so we had this candle, and what have we had? We've had manipulation. Price has ran the previous candle's high. You see, accumulation, manipulation, close inside. So now what we have is essentially 3-month aligning with our 12-month continuation. And it actually nests within an existing AMD. So we had accumulation, sweep of this candle's high. You see this candle ran into the high of the previous range and then closed inside. So this was the first manipulation that we saw on the 3-month time frame. What is this now doing? It's liquidating the previous range to distribute lower. So the only target that exists on the 3-month time frame is first and foremost this target, but in front of it, the current active AMD. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So this is target 1 and this is target 2. And then the 6-month is conflicting. Let's drop down a further time frame. So now we're looking at the monthly time frame. And here we had everything we needed to front run this entire move. What do we see? So you see price accumulated higher. And then we got what? Fresh manipulation. Price ran into the high of the previous range. So as soon as this accumulation candle printed, what are we expecting? Higher prices. To where? The high of the previous candle. That's exactly what delivered. But then we got manipulation. We got price closing inside the previous range. So what does that then set as target 1? A new AMD target. This is the low of the accumulation candle. So everything is lining up. We have this target in conflict, but then we have monthly target 1, 3-month target 1, 12-month continuation. This is a cascade target stack building in front of our eyes. Now, what I always do, I trade the 2-week, the weekly candle ranges. So I'm always looking at their individual behavior. And what is the 2-week saying? Well, this was our very first chance to front run this entire market. We saw accumulation, manipulation, and a close inside. So what did this set? Boom. This was the first 2-week target for price. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I'm going to just show you the weekly just to confirm the stack, but then I'll show you how to actually execute on this. Again, we see price runs higher. This actually is an indecision candle because it actually manipulates the low and the high of the previous range. But then what do we get? We get price running the high here and then closing. It's very subtle, but below the previous candle. So what is this? This is a continuation. We're expecting price to at least run to this low. But now we're getting into the point where we actually have everything we need to take a trade because we have no conflict above the weekly or 2-weekly time frame. The context is all set. Now it's a case of reading our execution timeframes. And I'm just going to use the daily because it's so clean. You can of course drop to even more refined entries down to the 6, the 4, whatever it might be. But what do we see here? We have bullish price action. So this is the price action that is creating our higher time frame candles. We see price faking to go lower. So we have this order block, this sell to buy. Price then shifts and closes below the order block. But at this point here, we don't have this confirmed manipulation. We don't have targets fully stacked and aligned with our trade. So it's not the time to act. So we get this consolidation, and then eventually we get the manipulation we're looking for. At this point here, this candle closes inside the previous range. That creates target 1. Everything filters from here. Now what do we have on our execution time frame? Buy to sell. Here's the order block. What else do we have right here? We have an inefficiency in price that exists between candle 1 and candle 3. Buy to sell. This is volume. This is aggressive volume entering the market to the downside. Leaves an inefficiency in price, a fair value gap that you can enter the trade from. So even if you just execute on the daily and just take a very controlled, slow, considered approach to your trading, there's your entry. You have target 1, 3.38R. Target 2, which is still active, 5R. Target 3, 5.5R. Target 4, for the 12-month continuation, is a 6R swing trade. But you don't even need to do that. You can just hold to the quicker targets that exist within that lower time frame stack, the weekly target, the 2-week target, the monthly target, and then just wait for context to rebuild. Because in the exact same way that price on the 3-month had this manipulation, it wanted to come back and manipulate again before delivering to these higher time frame targets. And that's what price does. It manipulates traders in and out. But if you always stay on top of how that higher time frame stack is evolving, it becomes so straightforward to find those entries because you're just waiting for the stack to show you very clear alignment. You're then waiting for your execution time frame to align, and you're waiting to see that there's no lower time frame conflict in the weekly, the 2 weeklies actually fake you out of the trade before it runs in your favor. And if you just keep on top of this stack, you can then cycle through dozens, 30 plus pairs and just find what is aligning, what has the cleanest stack, what are the stacks that actually only have one destination for price left to run. And they're the trades that you want to be taking. The good news is that I have a tool coming very, very soon, which just does this automatically for you. So it's not taking trading out of your hands, it's just showing you a very clean read of the higher time frame stack so that you can trade from an informed decision point of view. And yes, you're not always going to get this 100% right, but if you use proper risk management, you trade from clean entries, and you always trade towards the highest probability cascade target stack, you're going to win a lot of trades. And this is exactly what I do to stay profitable in the market. So if you like this, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be launching this very soon. See you on the next one.